Today we have some epic breaking news about a brand new crate, brand new items coming into the game soon in the form of a special Easter crate for the spring event. Now real quick before we get into it, be sure to check out the free app Amino for iOS and Android who made this video possible. Amino is an awesome way to connect with other Rocket League players and talk about pretty much anything you want. The app itself is free, and once you set up an account you can join the million+ members and find specific groups for things you enjoy, such as different sports, movies, and well, Rocket League. Can't forget that. Now speaking of the Rocket League group, it has a bunch of fun things in it, such as artwork, polls, glorious memes, and even a section for trading. You can then message other members or join one of the public chat rooms for things like finding teammates and even freestyling. So if you want to check it out, link down below in the description, and when you get the app, be sure to follow me at the Llamasir. But getting back into the video, guys, yes, we have the first ever showcase. This hasn't been announced anywhere else. We're going to be the first ones to show you guys these brand new items and brand new crate for the spring event. So it's going to be a ton of fun. Leave a like down below for this hyped event. Can we get 3,500 likes for this? I mean, come on, a brand new crate coming soon with the first look at the items right here on this channel. I think we can do that. So hit that like button down below, and without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So yeah, guys, I know you're excited to see this stuff, and basically, let's first start out talking a little bit about the spring event before we jump into the crate and the items. I'm not going to talk a ton about the event itself because I want to make a separate video dedicated to the spring event, whereas this is more the crate in the spring event. But yes, it's confirmed there's a spring event coming very soon, and it is Easter themed. So with that being said, we've seen in the past with spring events that you get a special crate within these events. Ones that are different from crates like the Champion Series crate, the recent Velocity and Victory crates. These are ones that contain special themed items depending on the event that they're for, like the Halloween items had a ton of Halloween themed wheels and boosts and stuff like that. And then along with that, the event crates are special for the simple reason that you can buy unlocked versions of them, which again, if you're new to Rocket League and you weren't here for the recent Christmas event, which was the closest event to this one coming up, once the event goes live, you can just go into the store and buy crates directly that don't need keys. You can just buy an Easter crate and open it right away. Now again, it comes with some restrictions. You can't trade the items for 7 days, and they also cost about $2 each if you buy them in bulk. A little bit annoying. I don't really like how they do that, but you can also get them as drops as well. But yeah, we're kind of getting distracted. I know you guys want to see the crate, so here is the picture of the brand new crate. So first of all, I want to give credit to two people that showed me these items. The first of which is a guy named Waz, and he was the first one to show me that this brand new crate is coming, so big thanks to him for that. And the second guy goes by the name Sarubi, and his stuff is coming up in a little bit, but as you can see, this is the brand new Spring Fever crate. That is the name for it, Spring Fever. Pretty legit Sonics, kind of similar to like Secret Santa crate and I think Haunted Hollows crate in the past. Those were the previous event crates, but this Spring Fever crate is the official Easter crate coming into the game. As you could see from the picture that just went up, it is a nice green and orange and gray themed one, and it also has a little Easter bunny on the side, just in case you weren't sure it was for Easter. It also even had a few little paw prints, but it's pretty interesting all around. Definitely an Easter themed crate, and it's getting me excited, guys. I'm excited to get a new crate, get some new Easter themed items. But yes, the Spring Fever crate is coming, and if you were curious, this is the opened version of this Spring Fever crate. So a big credit to Sarubi for finding this one. But yeah, as you can see, he managed to get it in the crate opening menu. Now it doesn't show the item thumbnails in here quite yet. I don't actually think they're in the game, the items themselves, but they will be coming very soon, and I'll update you when those are in the game. But yeah, since you can see that there is an unlocked version, you can for sure buy these in the store. So again, a quick reminder of the prices of the items in the item shop. I believe it is $2.50 for one crate, then it goes into $2 for bundles, so I think it's $10 for 5, $20 for 10, which again, I think is a ton of money for these, but I mean, Sonics can do whatever they want, and I guess it is unlocked, but I think I might try and just unlock them with keys starting out, so then I can trade the items right away. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, again, those are the prices for these items, and unless something changes, it still could possibly change, but expect it to be exactly the same price as the previous crates, the Haunted Hollows and the Secret Santa, and there is no doubt that this is 100% real. So yeah, guys, there is the crate itself, but I know you guys are excited to see what is going to be in the crate, and credit to this find goes to Sarubi for finding a picture of a bunch of these items, and it includes 2 brand new wheels, 2 decals, a boost, and a trail that is pretty dang crazy. So we're going to go through each individual one here on the picture, and it's going to be a lot of fun. This picture is actually from, I believe, like the event screen. You know, in the previous ones you had a screen that you would go to and it would show a bunch of items in the background, and it gives us a good look at a bunch of the items coming up. So first of all, let's start off with one of the 2 wheels, and I don't know for sure yet if these are going to be exotic or normal, or if they have an animation. That is going to have to be something something we'll take a look at in a separate video once we get more info, but we do for sure know that these wheels are coming very, very soon. So they are Easter themed. Actually, both of these are, and actually all of the items are. I don't know why I have to say that, but again, here is one of the brand new wheels. And actually, guys, I think it looks pretty dope. This is just the default version, but it is a pretty nice looking wheel. Again, I don't know if it has an animation. It doesn't really look like it does. The second wheel looks like it has an animation, and I'll show you that in a sec. But this first wheel here, I don't really know what an animation would look like besides it maybe spinning around, some of the parts spinning around. But either way, the default version looks really cool. I'm really liking the white and then this sort of, I'm not quite sure what blue that is around the outer ring, but then the center is sort of a dark blue and a little bit more white, but it kind of resembles like flower petals, and it's actually a really cool wheel. So yeah, another little detail that I noticed is the tread. The tread itself isn't too special, but it is a unique one. So being that it isn't that special of a tread, and on the second wheel the tread is super unique, and you'll see that, but this first one, since it is pretty simple, I'm thinking these might be either import wheels or very rare wheels. Since they're not animated and since the tread is pretty simple, they look like they could be. I don't think they would be exotic, and in the previous crates we only had one exotic, or actually just the Secret Santa crate we only had one exotic wheel. But again, here's a final look at them. They look very sick. Definitely like the colors of them, and painted versions might be pretty dope. We're gonna have to take a look at those. So zooming out a little bit on this picture, let's take a look real quick at the decal, because we are gonna be getting a ton of these. There's no doubt about that, but it's nothing you can avoid. So yeah, you can see that this is for the Jaeger. Almost forgot the name of it right there. But yeah, you have a pretty intimidating looking bunny on the side of it. Little rabbit type decal going along with it, and it looks pretty cool so far. You can also see in the front, it looks like there's a carrot kind of hanging off of the front of it. Not 100% sure, but it does look like a separate color. It is indeed a separate color. There's no doubt about that. It's kind of an orange, and then the side is more of like tannish, light tan. So I don't know if this is a painted variant actually, but we know they can come painted, and this one is pretty interesting that it's on the Jaeger, and also the second one is on the Sentio, which I will show you in a bit. But yeah, those are the first two items. Let's move into the third item, which is super interesting. And it's just a trail. It's only a trail, but it is actually one of the most unique trails I've ever seen. So here you have it, guys. Here is the brand new trail that is coming into the crate. Again, I don't believe this is going to be in the shop that comes with the spring event, just because the trail is usually an item you get from a crate. So yeah, as you can tell, it is a rainbow trail. Definitely very spring themed, and definitely a super unique one. Nothing that I would really use, just because it'd be practically impossible to customize something to go with it. You know, actually what would be pretty dope with this, the chameleon decal. If you guys remember this special effect with the chameleon, how it changes colors. I made a video on it a while ago if you want to check that out. But the chameleon decal actually changes color on the field, and it would actually make sense with this trail. So that actually might be pretty cool. But as for the details of the trail itself, yes, it is a rainbow one. Yes, it has small lines kind of going out with it, and a total of, I believe, 6 lines kind of going out behind the wheels. Along with that, it has little stars that change color as well. You can tell that there's some green stars, some blue stars, some purple ones, some blue ones. I'd assume that they change color as they fly out. But all of that together, and obviously the rainbow lines, it's a pretty crazy looking trail. Definitely one of the most unique ones, considering we just got the EQ trail from the rewards, the fan rewards. But this one, I mean, it might top the EQ trail. It is a pretty crazy looking trail. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. Again, it's going to be weird to customize, but maybe we can come up with some unique things about it. But we're only halfway through the items here. We have 3 more to go here on this picture. And man, I'm just so excited for this. I love these new items. It's such a blast going through them. So let's jump into the exotic wheels. You know what? I'm just going to say it. These are the new exotic wheels. I'm going to go out on a limb here and be pretty confident that they are in fact not imports, not very rares. I think these are going to be the exotic wheel, and I think there's only going to be one exotic, similar to the Secret Santa crate with the Wonderments. But let's jump into the images here. As you can see, just like the other items, these are very unique. So similar to the first set of wheels, they're sort of flower themed. It looks like the center is sort of like a flower petal. It's got a little bit of red in the center, maybe even like seeds with that sort of 5-pronged design in the center. And then on the outside you have some triangles, which kind of to me resemble petals, like petals of a flower. And what's noteworthy about these petals, these triangles, is that they have different patterns on each individual one. So as we're zooming in here, you can probably guess that this is most likely an animation. I mean, what other reason could they have for making different patterns for those triangles if it wasn't animated? So what I'm thinking is that these kind of glow in or out. Maybe they go in like a circular type animation where they go around the outside and kind of glow and then get darker and then glow again. But it does for sure look like they glow, and just judging by the wheel itself, I definitely think these will be the exotics. Now also with that, we haven't even talked about the tread yet. The tread is one of the most unique we've ever seen, and it's possible possible that the tread could have an animation as well. I'm not as confident on that, but I just think it would be cool to see those like green triangles that stick out from the gray ones kind of be animated, and maybe some of them kind of light up and then disappear. If you know what I mean, it would be like the triangle sort of like dancing around the wheel, something like that. But don't quote me on that. It's probably a safer bet to assume that the tread is not animated, but you know, we've seen it before. It could be something very cool. So who knows, maybe it could be an animated tread, but overall it is actually a pretty cool wheel all around. Now also with this, these can for sure come painted. There's no doubt in my mind that they can come painted, so expect some insane titanium white variants. It's going to be interesting to see. But moving on here to the final two items. The first one is another decal, so we're going to go through it kind of quick, but as you can see, it is for the Sentio. Some very unique decals here. They all seem to be for crate cars, which is pretty interesting, something that we see rarely. However, this one does appear to be painted because it's a flower type design. You have green grass towards the front, and then a lighter blue, and also a yellow around the main part of the flower itself, and also some bees and other insects around the outside of it. But then behind all of that, the car itself is a dark blue, so I'm assuming this has to be painted. I mean, we have like 4 separate colors on this car. But overall, pretty interesting decal, but nothing too insane. And it is for the Sentio, which isn't a very popular car anymore, surprisingly. However, let's move on to the final item of this video, and it is a pretty crazy one as well. It is the flower petals boost. So with this one, it is going to be a tough one to customize as well. So with this flower petal boost, you have the main part being like a vine shooting out of it, a green vine. You have 2 of them actually, or not technically 2. The Sentio has 2 separate boosters, and then along with that, you have a blue sort of glow towards the engine itself, which looks pretty dope. You know, pretty typical of a boost to have a glow near the engine. It's nothing too insane, but what is pretty interesting is obviously the flowers around it. The yellow flowers, the green flowers, or not the green flowers, the blue flowers. And it's a pretty, it's a fun boost. It's nothing like super cool or intimidating or dope like you would see with the lightning boost, but it is a pretty fun one, and I could see making some fun just customizations for the holiday season. Now, one question I do have about this, and I don't have an answer for it quite yet, is can this one come painted? Because if it can come painted, how is it going to look? Similar to the wheels we've gone over, it would be fairly complicated. There's a lot of colors going on here, and when you have like a titanium white one, or more like a sky blue one, which parts would change to the sky blue and which ones would maybe be a separate color all around? That is something I'm not sure of, but either way, it's a very cool boost, very fun. But anyways guys, that is all the items I have to show for you right now. That's not even all of the items in the crate, so definitely stick around on the channel, subscribe if you're new to see more of them. As soon as they're announced, you guys know I'll get them to you first. So yeah, be sure to hit the subscribe button on the screen. That is going to be it for today's video, and if you want to see more of this type of stuff, you can check out my previous videos, such as on the left, a pro funny moments montage that you just have to see, and then on the right, all of the details about the new fan rewards that are live and how you can get them. But other than that guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm the Llama Sir, and I will see you guys next time.